Hey you guys, it's Rachel here. So I wanted to come to you today and talk about how to let go of negative thoughts. I think this is a really huge question for today and today's society, because there's just so much depression and many mental diseases and things that are creeping up in our society. And one of the things that we need to learn how to do is how to become happier, and one of the ways that you can do that is to let go of negative thoughts. So how do you even let go of negative thoughts? First of all, I think it has to become a decision that comes from within. You have to decide whether or not you want to focus on manifesting and creating joy in your own life and creating happiness and abundance. So if you operate from that place in the beginning, then letting go of negative thoughts is one step easier. So I would say the first step in letting go of negative thoughts would be first to question your thought. So say your thought is, I'm not good enough, or I don't think I can do this, I can't do this. First of all, you want to question that thought, and I think a person that you guys should really look into, who's an awesome author, is Byron Katie. She has something called The Work, which it is a series of questions, simple 4 questions that you go through to question your thoughts. And I'll just briefly state them off the top of my head. It probably won't be verbatim, but the first question that you would ask is it true? And so going back to the first example, I'm not good enough. Is that true? Is that thought true? And if you feel, sometimes you might feel, then yeah, that I'm totally not good enough. I'm not good enough to get that job, or whatever your situation is or thought might be around the situation. And you ask yourself, is it true? If your thought is yes, it's true, then the follow-up question would be, can you absolutely know that it's true? And usually around this time in the questioning, you kind of figure out, and really when you really go in deep inside and find the truth that is within you, you really can start to disintegrate around the thought, or maybe not. The second question would be, who would I be without this thought? And when you take that in, take that question in, you think of other ways. Maybe it might be, I would be more confident, I would go for the job instead of questioning myself, or be bold and do what I want to do instead of letting this thought hold me back. The third question would be, how does this thought make me feel? If it doesn't make you feel good, then why would you want to hold on to it? You want to focus on manifesting and creating abundance in your life. So the first thing you would do is say, maybe that thought doesn't make me feel good. So negative thoughts usually cause negative emotions. So thinking about that kind of thought, you say, it doesn't really make me feel good. And then I think the last question would be, what is opposite but even more true thought that could counteract the original thought? An example for the original example would be, yes, I'm totally good enough. I'm more than confident, I'm more than capable to do this job, or to get this job, or to do what my heart's desire is. And so those are just 4 easy steps from Byron Katie. You can check her out at thework.com and check out her work. An additional tip to add to Byron Katie's work would be to focus on the feeling that you have. And usually, a lot of the times, we don't know why we feel angry or sad or depressed. And usually, it's never really the situation. 99% of the time, it's never really the situation, but it's our thoughts around the situation. So when you question your thoughts and you bring a level of awareness to what you're thinking behind the emotion that you're feeling, you can really get behind why you feel sad or depressed or angry or frustrated or just annoyed, even annoyed or slightly just impatient. Those are all negative feelings, and they usually have thoughts that come behind them. So a lot of times what you can do to check in with yourself to let go of the negative thought is to say, how am I feeling right now? A lot of times we don't really check in with ourselves about how we're feeling or how we're doing at any given moment. A lot of times you can get rid of a negative thought or a negative feeling just by checking in with yourself and saying, how do I feel at this moment, you know? And you might feel tension in your chest or in your gut, or there's different things, you know, that emotions affect you in different parts of your body. Maybe you have tension in your shoulders or things. Those are usually caused by negative thoughts that then manifest into negative emotions. So check in with yourself. Focus on positivity and focus on the opposite thoughts that might be even more true for you than the original negative thought or limiting belief that's stopping you from doing what you want to do. So those are just a few easy tips and things that you can do to check in with yourself and to cultivate more happiness and abundance in your life. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next week.